heart bleed tonight? If I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm home. I was just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of this nightmare. But when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try it. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm no way to go, no one that can see through at the side of the light. I can see my life is crying.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
right, race fans, welcome live tonight here at the Rockingham NC. About 2.5 hours from this place. Knowing they had some famous racing and all back here. Now, I've raced at the drag strip a lot. Never have really raced at the oval side, but tonight the Great Lakes Truck Series are going to run this place here, and we're getting closer to crowning a champ as the chase is kind of heating up. Well, I got a guy up here in the booth with me. He knows the league a little bit here. Alex, how you doing tonight, man?
You know, I'm doing good, Joe. I'm really happy to be here. Good for the opportunity. And, you know, just kind of doing my thing.
Hey, man, no doubt about it. Well, hey, now, folks, I'm going to tell you what. Alex, see, the first time he's ever been up in a booth. So he's trying to get, he get up here. So we're going to work with him. No problem with that. As, hey, everybody got to start somewhere. He just want to get up here. He's going to have fun. Watch these guys, man, storm around here at Rockingham. As, right now, Brandon, and again, I think we were discussing this here during practice. Berkiski, I hope I said that right, but Brandon out front there. Jake Miller sitting in second. You got Brian Fritz there in third. Ashton Lawson sitting in fourth. And William Barb hanging out in the fifth place spots. We're getting set to go green. These boys about to rumble around here at Rockingham. Pace cars in. Green flag, man. We're racing with these trucks out here tonight. You ever run this track in here, Alex? I lose you? You might be having a little technical difficulties on his mic there a little bit, folks, but that's all right. See what happened. You're hearing double. If you're hearing double, turn the sound down on the stream that you're watching. How's that? You're watching the stream inside of it here. Turn the sound off on it. There should be an option where you can turn the sound for yours while you're watching it. That's probably why you're hearing double. Right now, man, I tell you what, old Jake Miller out front. And like I say, hey, man, we got to give a little thing here. I mean, Alex, he's kind of new. So we'll work with him. What's up, Samuel? Let's get some good, clean racing going. Well, you know what? Rockingham is a tough place. You see right here, you got William. Actually, in that number 27, going to drive down the inside and try to get that move going. So, as Alex, he's going to work through a little bit of technical things here. He's doing a little bit different. Oh, we got some wrecks in the back. Oh no, Jacob. Yellow flag's out. Let's go back here on the replay here, see what happened to him. Looks like old Jacob was involved in that one. As Alex still trying to figure out what's going on the other side over there. He's doing good. This old Jacob was just a product of wrong place, wrong time, because, oh yeah, Shane up there in the wall, or yeah, it looks like he's in the wall. Bam, right in the back. And then Jacob just came around and nowhere to go. Pop goes a weasel. He's done. Back up front, William Barb. Oh, fake out. He thought about going on pit road. Not today. You get it figured out there, Alex, man? Alex out here, he's like I say, he's new to it. He's trying to get everything, situated, trying to get, everything set up. He's not set up like, what we normally would be. A little bit different, What's up, Samuel? How you doing out there tonight? Doing all right? Hope everybody's doing good. It's one to caution here, first time here tonight, Rockingham. And let's see. That ain't helping. You're here. Oh, you're not watching the stream on your computer too, are you there, Alex? Turn the stream off on your computer. You actually will hear double if you're hearing that too. Now, only thing you should have up is the one you're watching here in Discord, by the way, there, man. As you're hearing double, though. How the heck are you hearing double? Are you still hearing double? Cause the you got your mic muted right now. Trying to help old Alex out here. Oh, hey, I understand that. School got to come first, man. I understand that, Samuel. Well, I appreciate the Great Lakes men guys out here. Let me run this thing for them to broadcast. I say I got old Alex up here with me. Just running through a few little technical difficulties here for him. Try to get him set up. And I'm not sure how that So are you hearing, when you say you're hearing double, are you hearing it on the stream and then you're hearing me? Let me do this. Let's see if you still hear double when I do that. Do you still hear double now? Because you shouldn't hear anything now except for me talking. So we're getting set to go back green. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need the sound of the stream turned off. When I have it up there, Alex, you need it turned off.
Hey, what's up, Joe? I think I got it figured out now.
Okay, well, I turned the stream off, but what was happening?
Oh, it was another window was open on my computer. I thought I closed the one, but it was just that one was poking up, and I was just like, what? I was so confused, but now I think we're good. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've done that a couple times myself, man. No big deal. Hey, like I say, I was telling people we're gonna work through it here. Green flag's back out. Brandon's out front. What you thinking here so far of the race?
Well, I would have something to say if I could see it. But no, from what I saw, it was looking pretty all right. It was kind of hard to watch so far with trying to figure that out. But now that we're on top of it, I'm just pumped to be in it, you know.
Well, you know, we got to yell out now, and I'm not sure on what that one was for because it's not telling me who actually caused on that one. Maybe, I know Samuel's out here watching so far, keeping up what's going on. Not sure what happened on that one there, so we're just kind of flipping through. It just says yellow flag's out. Well, Rockingham, how familiar are you with Rockingham?
I mean, I was born in '97. It was
all right.
I'm pretty sure they stopped racing there like consecutively in what was it, 2004? I think I saw it earlier today.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around that area.
Personally, not. I remember growing up and whatever, because I told you earlier we're an Earnhardt family back home, and I remember asking my dad every race, hey, Junior's good at this track, isn't he? And he'd go, oh, you say that every week. And, oh, yeah, I just hope you know. So I don't know much about it, but no, it's just, I mean, from the few things that I watched about it, it looks pretty neat. Love the name, The Rock. I mean, who doesn't like that name? So. Oh
yeah. Well, I tell you a little history thing here while we're in the caution real quick, you know, because obviously now I've raced the drag strip, which is right across the street from the speedway, back in the early '90s. So I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit older, but back in the '90s, they used to run the drag strip there, and they still run it. Matter of fact, they run a lot of IHRA stuff there, but The Rock. If you remember back in the day, back in the early 90s, you know, obviously, you know, back in the late 90s, The Rock obviously was WWE, et cetera, et cetera. They actually bought the rights to the website because Rockingham Dragway had therock.com, and they bought it, and then they changed over to I think it's the Rockingham Speedway.com or something like that. And anyways, so the it was WWF back then, but he actually bought the .com from them back then when the Rock started to become famous.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty neat. I couldn't have smelled that one coming from anywhere, dude. No, like that's pretty neat to hear, actually, because I mean I'm a Dwayne Johnson fan myself and never got really into WWE or any of that, but it's how he started, and now look at what he's doing today.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it, man. And you know what I'm talking about? I hate the fact that they don't run this track anymore, which I mean I can kind of get, because it is a tough place to get in and out of. It's nothing like Charlotte Motor Speedway down there, and again, heck, I'm only 50 minutes from that track, and I'm gonna tell you, when they race there, as far as the city goes and whatnot, they 4-lane highway both ways, so basically the 8-lane highways that they're able to open up and get traffic in. The problem with here is it's only one road, 2 lanes. That's it. It's in and out. And we talk about congestion. It's just out kind of in the country area. Not really a big city around it or anything. So I get probably why a lot of the area didn't really, you're back in the early 80s, early 90s. Yeah, it was really famous. But later on, it just really got populated, hard to get in and out of. And kind of just one of them deals. I mean, almost like, North Wilkesboro, I don't really know what happened to that one too much, but I kind of see what happened here at Rockingham. But still, this place has brought about some great races. Obviously, the Ricky Craven race, I believe it was. Them coming up famous when coming off turn 4, man, side by side beating and banging. That was a good one, and so forth, so on. But we're getting set here to go green flag. Great Lakes Racing here tonight. This truck series, green flag's out. Old Brandon looking good so far.
Brandon Bursky.
That's it, Bursky. Oh, William Barb right there behind him. Jake Miller. He's going to see if he can't tell. Now, the biggest thing here is let's go right on board here with Jake. And I just want you to see how bumpy this track is, what they have to work with. I mean, you can see right there, this place is not smooth at all, and it will upset these trucks in a heartbeat coming off these turns.
Yeah, no, that looks super patchy to me. I mean, it's just boom, 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 like an unpaved road.
Yeah, and you can see right there when they come off, it just throws the back end of that truck just around just a little bit. Now the battle for the lead there, William. And we'll ride with him a little bit here because it looks like his truck's just moving all over the place. Right now, Brandon looks like he's pretty stout out front, but man, William, that truck's just jumping.
Yeah, I mean, they both look, just watching from this point of view, looking over to him, you can just see if you're trying to hug the bottom like old Brandon is, then it just looks rough. It looks like it's a handful, definitely.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about this track, and as it goes on, obviously tire wear will become a factor here. At a place like this, kind of spread out a little bit. Back here in 5th place here with Ashton Lawson. Now, let's look here real quick, man, because, the title picture eating up points-wise, playoff standings. Let's go up here. And hopefully this is updated. Just a second. Alright, let's see if this is updated here from what it was last week. I know we were looking at the point standings. Yep, point standings. Here we go. Bring this up. We got Elliott Henderson. Started the chase here. Actually, it's like tonight with the Rockingham track. Remember, we got 3 races to go. Well, after tonight will be 2 races. So with this one right here, you got Elliott Henderson, man, out front, but you've only got the top 7 drivers. If you look at your points, you're only separated by 5 points, which that's 7 drivers, 7 playoff drivers. Samuel Hoffman, fortunately, here's the thing, not making tonight's race. That's going to hurt real bad. You got Christopher Heller right there sitting in 6th. Eric Kepf, he's starting in 5th here, on the points. Brandon Burskis, which is one we was just talking about, he's starting 4th. Jake Miller right there along with it, and William Barb. So those three drivers, William, Jake, and Brandon, right now are the three out front doing what they need to do. Elliott Henderson is another one right there sitting in 6th.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like from looking at the points right there and how Brandon Bursky's doing up front, I mean, he could use this win. I mean, it'd help him a lot. It looks like he ain't got any this whole season, and then but he's still up there, so that's pretty good for him. And I mean, everyone's just, well, you got 1, 2, 3. You got a bunch of guys up towards the front that need to be competitive, and it looks like they're doing it.
Well, with as many races left, obviously 7 drivers here, you know, in that contention like they are, you know, wins really will help you. Bonus points, everything out here. Definitely tonight having a good one. Elliott has been a dominant car or truck, so to speak, here so forth in the chase. We've seen right now Jake, though, he's a man up front. He's got Brandon, and actually Jake, I don't know when he made that pass on him, but man, he was sitting back in 3rd. The next thing you know, he's got that pizza truck out there running up front.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it either, but I mean, they're all still pretty close to running together. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how it's looking. I was talking to old boy Cole earlier, and he said this track's a pretty long green stretches, so that's what we're expecting. We're gonna try to see who can pull away and who can keep up.
And it can. That's the thing. You know, you talk about it can be some long green flag runs, but again, as the run goes on, as brutal on tires as this place can be, that's another thing. Then it's going to be in the hands of basically the drivers out here. You know, what can they do? How can they modulate around the track here? And you know, can they hold these trucks? You know, that's another thing. We've got a good battle going on back here around about the 9th place spot. That's Ashton and Shane. Like a little bit of flip-flop. You got a few trucks out there too. Looks like they got a little bumped in the nose a little bit, so maybe some checkup and something like that might have happened back in the back.
I mean, maybe we're looking up on Elliott Henderson right now, right? That's who we're looking at.
Ashton.
And or at Ashton Lawson. Excuse me. No, I'm not seeing much. Maybe if I.
Right there, you see it on his far right corner. You see it, and I'm gonna tell you what, the damage right there. Actually, this place is you'll be known, and we probably will see it later on in the run. Coming off these turns, as bumpy as it is, it can throw that truck up there. Coming off the turns, get a little bit tight. Yeah, I mean, I know you're familiar with the, you know, loose going in, tight coming off. That's kind of how the feeling is, and you get up there and maybe scrape the wall coming off the turn.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less than as bumpy as it is in the turns, right when they're coming off. If he's just like, whoop, right into the wall. I mean, hopefully it don't do anything too bad to nobody.
Yeah, no doubt. Right now, still Jake out front. Ashton's right there. Excuse me. Got Christopher right there behind him. Shane hanging on to it. Now, Shane's on the move, man. I'm going to tell you what. He's already picked up maybe like 2 positions. He's looking like he's going to work over Cole right there and try for that position. Hey, that pass looks smooth, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it looked good. I mean, it looked pretty smooth. I mean, couldn't have said it better, but I mean, now he's just he's cruising, man. He's just cruising.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you got to do. You got to be patient here. It's a very tough place to pass, and what we're seeing right now is guys that are better on the long run, you know, knows how to conserve tires, you know, because everybody's kind of single file. You're probably going to see some guys maybe pick them off one by one.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm really seeing, since I haven't really ever seen much of this track ever, I'm really seeing how tight everything is here, like how you said the difference between Charlotte and here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just looks tight, man.
Yeah, huge difference. Back here to about the 22nd position here, you got Daniel back here along with Nicholas and them. Good little battle those two guys are having back there. That's like Chris White back there, 221st position. And you can just see right there where he's trying. Oh, Daniel's trying to look on the inside. It's just that truck on the top there. Yeah, it got tight going in the turn. Slaps the wall a little bit.
Ooh, he's scraping it a little bit right there. Yeah.
Oh, everybody right now is being patient though.
Yeah, I mean nobody's really. It doesn't look like anybody's really contesting. Ooh, what's
except for who that was? Who that was? Shane Posse. He came through there. The guy looked like he had a. He looked like he had a posse behind him. I mean, good night. It looked like. Well, I'm trying to look here. Let me look right fast because I believe. Yeah, he made a pit stop on lap 26, so he's on 4 tires. So he's on a lot fresher tires because nobody's made it else, and the top's made a pit. And again, that just shows you right there too, that difference between old tires and new tires. Sure, he's going to come through the field like, man, he's on. He's grabbing some hotcakes.
Right. I thought for a second that Peter was having an issue back there. Like maybe he was just slow, but it's just those new tires. Cause I had no idea he pitted, but
yeah, he pitted on lap 26.
He's cruising.
Yeah, I got a little chart over here. It says he pitted on lap 26. He got 4 tires there, a 15-second pit stop. Rick Grozer pitted on lap 10, so it looked like he pitted to one of those cautions there. He got 4 tires. A couple other guys on pitting on lap 5 with the other one there, like they just got fuel only. But everybody else still out there, no pit stops or whatnot. So, I mean, you can just see the difference there between new tires, old tires. And basically what he's trying to do is get up there close enough to maybe get back on the lead lap, because obviously he probably went a lap down by doing that.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we got over here on the little scoreboard on the side. Looks like he's up a lap right now. But I mean, he's just cruising through the field, making his way up there.
Right now, the man out front, though, he's definitely got it in cruise control. Jake Miller right there. He's looking good. He's out front. He's got a second and almost a second and a half lead over Brandon. I'll say Brandon Barr. We'll just go with that. How's that? We'll cut the other part out. We'll go Brandon Barr. And Elliot Henderson right there sitting in third. And you got William Barr hanging out fourth. Shane Neiswanger, which we said, we've seen him actually come and climbing through the field. And lap time-wise, if we look at the lap times, actually he's faster than second, third, and fourth place guy. But he's not quite as fast as Jake out there. So everybody in this field right now, though, if you look from first all the way back here, though, Alex, I'm gonna tell you, it's not even hardly a second split in the field. It's not even a second split in the field. So that tells you, one, everybody's running pretty even on the track. You're not going to see really anybody just come from like the back and just swoop to the front. It's going to take them a while to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at, like you said, looking at a scoreboard. Everyone's pretty close. I mean, it doesn't look like. I mean, now you got Jake out here just taking off. He's up to about 2 seconds ahead, and it seems like everyone's just kind of trying to pick off one by one if they can. I mean, like you said, they're all even, pretty much within a second. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty neat to see.
Show you the lap times that I'm looking at right here last lap. You can see Miller right there with a 24.9, but all the way back to the top 20, it's 25.2. So right there, that's not even what. Well, heck, even Nixon right there in 17th didn't even run a second back. So again, what that tells you is if you're back in 15th place, you're not going to come to the front. I'm not going to say you can't come to the front, but you're not going to come just blowing to the front. It's going to take you a while. And you can see Shane right there. It's taken him quite a while, even though he's about, lap times last time, he's about 2 to 3 tenths faster than the guys in front of him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just got a. I mean, there he goes on the inside a little bit. Now he's got a nice look at it. Let's see how he goes out of these 2 turns.
Truck got a little tight right there. You saw going down on the inside of him. He's going to take that pass. I'll go door to door, drag race to the line, and Shane had it for the moment. They'll go back in the turn. William don't want to give that spot up, though. Now, my question here, what do you think, Alex? When we're sitting here, what, at lap, we're at lap 45. When do you think these guys going to make the pit stops?
Wow, look, I mean, I ain't even got a pit window. I mean, it's a little rough coming from just the Discord side, but I mean, because I don't know what the wear is, but you know, I think one person's just going to jump down maybe 3-4 laps before everyone else is kind of thinking, and then it's going to maybe throw them off a little bit. I mean, that's what I would do personally. Just to mess with people and see how it would work, kind of just gamble a little bit. But honestly, I have no idea.
Those cautions earlier helped them a little bit. You know, those cautions earlier, obviously, will throw us off here on our first set of pit stops. The second one, if it goes really green, and oh, never mind, Eric Kemp is around. Uh-oh. Oh, man, that thing's all blew up. Let's go back here on the replay. Check out, see what happened to him. Watching replay right here as Eric's coming out of the turn. He's out there by himself. Again, we talked about this track just so treacherous with those bumps and stuff. I got a feeling it probably just clip on the bumps and throw him up in the wall here, but we'll watch. You can get down the apron there too. Still watching the replay here, maybe seeing, oh, him and a lap car just got together. Next thing you know, he's in the wall. And Eric Kemp, I'm going to tell you what, who made it into the chase last week, or, you know, continued on to the round of the chase, not starting off this 3 race to the end here in the way he wants, because that thing is smoking bad.
Yeah, no, that's just unfortunate. The slightest little nudge and he's just messed up. But I'm glad to see everyone's pitting now. I think we'll see a little bit of a closer, obviously, since we're going to be starting together, but we'll see if everyone's on fresh stuff, more fuel, fresh tires, and we'll see how they're going to go about keeping the pack a little tighter, you know?
Yeah, and this actually probably played in a lot of guys up front's hand too. You know, lap 49, I'm going to say that they were probably off by, I don't know, another 5, maybe 10 laps from doing their green flag pit stop. So lap 49 actually played pretty good for like guys like Elliott, Jake, and all those. And it looks like Elliott's going to win the battle off pit road. He had a 14:12 pit stop, so a 14:82 there on Jake, so was able to leapfrog him.
Yeah, let's see how the number 1 guy in the points can hold off the guy that's been doing the best in the race so far. Why don't we take a quick look at Cole Bradley? He said he's got a nice little paint scheme for me tonight.
Well, I'm showing him in the Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing my Bass Pro hat right now. He knows I like Martin Truex, so.
There you go. I hear you.
Good brother right there in the Marines. Happy birthday to him and everyone out there. No, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's Martin Truex right there, man. Paint job. Look pretty good out there in old Bass Pro Shop machine. He's up to 8th right now, so not a bad run for him.
Yeah, he's been running up top 10, mostly from what I've been seeing. It's a little shakier of a track for him, so hopefully it comes together a little bit for him. I'm excited to see how he does and where he finishes.
And again, this place, I've run it in the past here on iRacing a couple times. It's kind of one of those love-hate style tracks because it's tough to get around. You got to finesse these turns. It's really bumpy, like what we was talking about earlier. So we'll see what Elliott Henderson and company up front here with Jake Miller, William Barb. They're all up front here. These guys are getting set here to go back green. And the caution here, I think we'll call a wreck in the back there. Great Lakes Truck Series here. And after tonight, we got 2 races. We're going to crown a champ for the series. It's been a good one so far here. These guys, man, old Samuel out there said he had school, unfortunately, so go put him in a little hole as far as championship goes. But pace car's out of 4. We're going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. Elliot Henderson up front, he has been dominating fast, but we'll have to see if Jake's got anything for him. Green flag, we're racing.
There we go. Elliot got a nice little jump off the start. Is Jake right behind him, just trying to fall in line. Looks pretty good.
Here's the thing with the new tires, sometimes you got to be a little bit aggressive. You saw Brandon right there put the nose right up underneath, and crash in the back. Rick Gozer, no caution, but let's go back and steady Rick, but let's see what happened here. Coming off pit road, got a feeling, yep, I think it's probably going to come out from under him. Oh, he ran into the...
Ooh.
He's ran into the water jugs.
Who put that there?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Where'd that come from? Oh well, gotta love it. Sometimes you never know. Battle for second right now. Jake's got his hands full with William. Yella is out now. Oh, that's David. David's up on the wall there. But let's go back and see what happened to old David Nestor. He's up there battling. That him and the 5 maybe come together a little bit. I don't know. He's up top right there right now. And kind of, being up top right there is just not the place you want to be. Oh, he bounced off the wall.
He just hit it a little bit and bounced him right off. And who did he hit? Who did he run into? Did you catch that?
I'm not sure who he got into. I don't know if it was might have been. Let's see. I know it wasn't Shane. It wasn't Jacob. Look like it's 47 right there. Jacob Williams. So he was able to hang on to it though. But man, ouch.
I mean,
All right, and the caution here, and again, this place here, it's just a tricky track. It's one of these places where if you are kind of careful, and just patient, you can get around it. But again, it can also jump out and bite you because it's just, I don't know, tough track.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a perfect example of him just getting it looks like he just kind of got a little, tossed up into the wall real quick right there. I mean, perfect example of what you were saying earlier, how it's super bumpy and how you got to kind of grip your hands pretty tight on the wheel when you're going around, not even just the turns, but the straightaways too. Perfect example right there.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, William hanging on there to a third, but this man right here, Elliot Henderson's out front. And usually I know a lot of these guys are probably going, man, we don't want to see him out front for too long. We definitely love to see him in the back, but he was able to have a awesome pit stop there. Get in and off pit road. He had a 14.12 and a guy's 14.8. It's a pretty darn good pit stop. What's the thing so far out there, Samuel? Liking the race, man? Looking pretty good? What you thinking about the race so far? Just thinking about it so far here.
Man, I mean, this is super exciting. Honestly, I never knew iRacing was really a thing until they started, the big guys started hitting it this year. But, and then I only found out about this league 3 weeks ago when Bradley told me about it. And I mean, I watched two of the races, and I mean, I just got super stoked about it. And then, I think it's cool.
Been doing this, been doing the broadcast stuff for a little over about 3.5 years, about 4 years now. And I mean, obviously iRacing's been around a lot longer than that. They have the Pro Series, et cetera, et cetera. And I will say, I mean, they've had the Pro Series for quite some time. They've been on, NASCAR.com, which is obviously sanctioned by them. But with all this pandemic stuff going on, yeah, really helped out iRacing a lot. Got them out there to national exposure and so forth and so on. Some good, some bad towards it. But, it definitely helped the Pro Series and whatnot and get a lot of guys out there. But, again, as far as the league here, Great Lakes, appreciate these guys, man. Looking out here, OSR Network Online, SimRacingNetwork.com, home for fun and exciting sim racing. Coming out here to broadcast the league for them. As we got many of them here on the channel. And hey, like I say, folks, hey, pick your poison. Like I say, we're live tonight on OSR Network on YouTube and on Facebook. So hit the likes, hit the shares out there. Another league would appreciate it. As we get set to go back green, Elliott's out front.
You got Cole looking there in fifth, third on the inside right there. See how he can go about making something happen, maybe. I mean, Elliott's got a quick car, and so does Jake. I mean, all those front. I mean, I wouldn't put it out of the hands of anybody in the top 10.
Well, you got to look. A lot of those guys up there in the top 4 or 5, they're all chase runners right now. So this battle's going to be very tight. Talk about Cole. He's back here with old Breyer. He's got, looks like the 25 right there of Fritz. He's up underneath him looking. But then he's got the 87. And there's old Peter. Man, I will talk about that's Pete. He got the duck machine out there. Pete. I call that Pete the duck. That's it.
Pete the duck with the tail on the back where it looks like peel.
That's right. It does look like peel, don't it? But it's supposed to be Pete. But he's got peel on the back, but he's got Pete Man hanging on the side. He's looking pretty good. I like that. Shane right now hanging on to 6. Cole's right there sitting in the 5th place spot. Fitz right there behind him. That's a good battle behind him. Old Fitz not giving up. He's wanting that 6th place spot.
And he passes him pretty good. Now we got old Peter
right there. Yeah, Peter man's on his back bumper. Right along board here, see what he's got. He's right now he's looking to the inside, and this is what you want to do. New tires are on the start. You've got to be aggressive at this track to make ground up. You don't want to overdrive the thing. Tear your tires up. You don't want to tear your truck up, obviously. But you see him right there on the inside. Dane's right behind him. He's going to open the door for him.
I was going to say, who's he bringing with him?
3 wide down the back stretch.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's going to work. Boy, you just saw right there the 30 machine of Daniel. He hit that apron and instantly just threw that truck up the track. If it had been somebody on his outside, it could have been disastrous.
Yeah, that didn't look too pleasant if I was sitting there in the truck, but I mean, he still rolled through with Shane. Right? That was Shane. Yeah, that was Shane.
Shane. Yeah, we're riding with Shane at 49, yeah.
Now they're just kind of cruising.
Yeah, Shane right now stuck on that high side. Nothing he can do, and everybody's just kind of freight training him. He's like I always say, he's like a rock in water just falling. I mean, he just can't get down low. It's almost like in, Talladega, Daytona, once you get on the outside, the draft just goes by you. It looked like you might be able to fall in as Nicholas wasn't able to make the pass. Now he gets in line, but, man, he lost a lot of positions in the meantime. Oh, Kyle right there hanging on tonight. So some good battling going on back here.
Yeah, these dudes are pretty close. Who we got right behind him?
Christopher.
That's
Well, Christopher's
machine.
up top, but that's the 14 right there. That's Gavin.
Gavin Fitzgerald.
Yeah. I guess he's a Canadian. Well, he's got a flag beside him. So I'm gonna take a guess on it. He is from Canada. So yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to bet against you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, not only is his truck showing it, but I was over here in my thing. It's got a little flag beside it that shows Canadian. So hey, I'm gonna take a wild swing at it and say yeah. Not sure what part, but hey, there you go. Probably cold wherever he is. How's that? Wherever he is up there.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? I mean,
well, we did a
league.
What's that?
I was gonna say we're getting into the colder months. It's getting
absolutely.
Getting a little closer there. Not too bad here in Oklahoma, where I'm at. Middle of nowhere in the middle of the country. But no, I mean, being from a western suburb of Chicago, I can understand the cold in the Canadian area.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, Cole right now, speaking of that, he's trying that fourth place spot. He was trying William, just couldn't get that bite down low. The truck just wouldn't make the pass. He got 24 there, Fitz right on the back end of him, trying to battle with him. So good little battle going in here around about 4th, 5th, and 6th place spot. You see William almost tagged the wall there.
I mean, I see these. Looks like that middle groove was a touch slower. And now, who's he got knocking on his door back there?
That's actually a Fritz right behind him. But the thing is, you can see William. It looks like that truck in front. You see old William right here? That truck's just not, handling the way he wants it to handle. Went up the track a couple times. You see back there behind him, Fritz finally was able to make it around Cole. And so they both of them look like their trucks are getting a little tight on them.
Yeah, no, looks like he's I mean, both of those turns I saw him flirting with the underside of the line. Let's see how he does there. And it looks a little smoother on that one. But those past 2 turns on that previous lap, he was over there on the other side of the apron a little bit. It looked like he just kind of got a little shove from the track, maybe.
Yeah, and you get down there on that apron too much, it will upset these trucks a lot. I mean, that's the thing. It's a fine line. Might be one of the fastest ways around, but it's a fine line to getting down there, going fast, and then upsetting the truck. Right now, though, it looks like Daniel's going to make the pass here on Fritz. That's going to be for 5th.
I mean, we're sitting at about halfway right now. Elliott still out front. You got Jake right on his heels, though. Pretty close. About flirting with 0.2, 0.3 seconds right behind him, so there we go.
Yeah, Jake, man, is trying. I mean, he's trying. We got up there and led a little bit. Elliott's still out front. We kind of seen this on Elliott a couple times. He's out there. Maybe he's just kind of, saving some of the tires. They went on a pretty good long green flag run. They went about, 40-some laps. So I'm looking at if they go another 40-some, I mean, obviously they're going to have to make another pit stop before the end of this one. So probably going to want to try to, and I always say this, on that last pit stop, now I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you're probably going to look at maybe like 110, 115 or so. The reason I say that is because you don't want to pit too late if it's a green flag stop, because usually it splits the field up. You want enough time to where you can, if you get behind, you want to have enough time to where you can catch back up.
I know that sounds like a pretty good idea you got going on right there with when they're gonna pit. I mean, Jake's closing in a little bit. Let's see if he gets something going this next lap or two, because I mean, he was knocking, but I don't know if he wants to. If he's thinking about getting in front of him or just letting him ride out a little bit and kind of just keep him right in his sights,
Well, right now, I mean, if he sees that he can't pass him, he is closing in on him right now. And what I was going to say, if he can't pass him, then he might want to, contend to ride with him until they go into that last pit stop. Obviously, if he's fast enough to get around him, I'll go ahead and shoot around him, because right now he's gaining on him. It's just a matter of can he get around him.
Yeah, it looks like he got a pretty good run off of 1 and 2 right here last lap, and wasn't as strong, it seems, this lap, but no, he seems to have a pretty good run on him. I mean, he's right there.
Yellow
He's
flag's
right
out.
up on them. So.
Oh, yellow flag. Peter. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Somebody smashed a duck. Go out here and look, see what happened to him. Flip the wings on him a little bit here. Let's see. He's out there riding by himself right now. Oh, if he gets near, he's out there near Cole too. Down the apron. I'll say if he stays by himself like just bumps the wall and that truck just gets all out of shape. We'll go slow-mo here for you. Look at that. Boom. Right into the wall. Nothing he can do.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, just that. Man, that's what's pretty neat about this track. I mean, I haven't seen much of it, like I said, but seeing how the effect that it has on these trucks and the trouble that it can give the drivers is actually pretty interesting for me to see. Because I mean, he just got tossed up in there like he was nothing, and obviously that's the end result. But it's a pretty neat phenomenon for me to see.
Well, a lot of it. Oh, and Jake, man, right there, that's going to cost him on pit road. He had to back up on his pit box, so that's definitely going to cost him coming out. That's not. I always talk about mental mistakes, and when I say mental mistakes, means a lot of times on pit road making mistakes. Going in and out of your pit box. Missing a turn. Not hurt him too bad, but still, he's going to lose maybe a position or so. About looks to be in third place instead of second there, but definitely that's where you can lose some races, though, man, on pit road.
Yeah, I didn't personally see him have to back up. I was looking at the cars driving past on the track, honestly, but I mean, he's still right up there in contention. I think those three, because Brandon Barr, as you said, that we'll say now, he was pretty close with them two, so I think these three might just kind of do the same thing as the last run and just kind of go off on their own, be up over there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, the biggest thing here too that we're going to see with Elliott and all these guys here is they're still. I'm going to say they're still going to have to make another pit stop. If not, they're going to have to go 60-some laps here. Barring that there's no caution or anything like that. I don't think they can run 60-some laps.
I just don't think it'll be good for them. Because, I mean, it seems like I just keep going back to the track being trouble for the truck and the drivers and being a handful. I mean, if you got 50 coming on 60 lap worn tires here and all that, I mean, you're just not going to stick as well, obviously. And then I feel like you'll have a little bit more of the let's call it the throw factor from the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I could definitely see that happening. So I would anticipate another pit stop from everybody.
I just don't. I don't think with the fuel that they've got that they can go 60-some laps. Could be wrong. Wrong many times. Tires would go that long, but the fuel might be the problem here. We'll just have to see how it plays out. And then again, does it go green flag from here on out too? Because it's a tricky place here at the Rockingham tonight. Great Lakes race here tonight, and want to throw out here a proud sponsor of this race too, as it's not only in 1 second here as we go back green and flags out.
Here goes Jake. Right under Brandon. Just again, jumping off of what you said, got to be aggressive right away with the new tires. And Jake just takes perfect advantage of that and jumps right under Brandon.
Well, tonight we talk about Brandon, who is actually right there running. We're talking about him. He's the man who is sponsoring this thing here tonight. Twitch TV. Oh, the 30 of them get together. And he's down the backstretch spinning. That is Daniel. We caught that one live there. Just got together, unfortunately. Ooh. But back to what I'm saying is, folks, go and check out, because we got to appreciate Brandon coming on board here. Brandon Bursky. Go to twitch.tv/Brandon, well, his name basically, Brandon Bursky, and check him out there. You can probably get the in-car of him. He's the title sponsor man here for the night. 150 here at the Rock. I want to appreciate old Brandon, man, sponsoring this thing for us here there in that 25, and he's looking good. He's up to second, so he's looking to see if he can hang in victory lane.
You got over there, Daniel. Daniel got turned around.
Daniel did, yep.
Well, there's old Cole in the Bass Pro Machine sitting number 5. Or 5th place, I should say, P5. No, that's pretty neat, actually. I didn't know any of these guys were really sponsoring these races or anything like that. I'll have to dig more into that this next week or so. Get in, talk to some of these guys. That's actually pretty neat stuff that he's got going on. Good on him.
Absolutely.
Definitely appreciate that.
A lot of guys, man, to get out here, and they want to sponsor, and just to let you see. Here you go, folks. Boom, there. Look out there, the twitch.tv Brandon Bursky, right there. You go. So, put a big logo up for you. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make it small and put it down here so you can see it the whole entire time. How's that? Boom. That works. Yeah, that's why, I mean, hey, I appreciate all the guys here at Great Lakes. They do an outstanding job. Been a good series here run so far. After tonight, we got 2 races left. And, we crown a champ. Oh, it's going to get close. I think it's going to be close because a lot of the front runners are these contenders, and especially Elliott, Brandon, Jake, and those guys up there. That's some close order racing right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's all 3 of them are top 4 right now. Obviously Elliott's in first. Don't know exactly how it'll be after the race, but these guys are racing like they got no more races. I think Jake, I feel like Jake's racing pretty smart. Don't know much about the guy personally, but I think he's racing pretty smart. He made the most out of that messed up pit stop right there, and was aggressive off the start like we've been talking about, and it seemed to have worked. And then you got Brandon just came right by him right before the caution. Just worked out a little well for Brandon. So these guys are just flying by the seat of their pants, if you ask me.
Well, your top 3 right now, all chase drivers. I mean, Jake, Elliott, and Brandon right there. Brandon coming in here 4th, Jake 3rd, Elliott obviously coming in here leading it. So every point matters. It's going to be close to go to the wire, because obviously a win, I'm not counting any bonus points or anything like that, but it's not a win and you're into the next day. It's pretty much, win's going to help, but you've got to capitalize here if it's this close. I mean, you can see it's going to probably come down to the last race and pretty much who's going to be in front of who. Pace car's out of 4. Lights off. It says here to go back green. Elliott's going to bring him to the line. Pace car's in. Green flag flies. We're back racing. Jacqueline out there says, fire a car. Well, yeah. Crash, boom. That's usually what we say. Jake right there hanging on to 3rd. He's going to look on the inside, see if we can't take that spot away. He lost it on pit road, and he's going to try to be aggressive. Here comes Cole, though. Look at him.
He looks like he had a big run off the backstretch right there.
Cole did, man. I'll tell you what. Cole came up there like he was rowing a fast boat, speedboat or something.
It just came out of nowhere.
But this is just it here. This is the thing that you got to look. This place is so hard on tires. It's so hard to pass. You saw right there Jake tried to make that move. He had to try early because here's what happens. Once you get spread out like this, it's really tough unless the guy in front of you just starts making a mistake or falls off the pace.
Right, yeah, I can see that. Because, I mean, like you were saying before, everyone's pretty even just over the course of the whole run. It didn't look like there were any like super standouts or nothing. And then once it got like this, it came to this, and it was long green flag runs for these guys. And
well, you're going to little packs around the track like this right here. You know, they'll get spread out. You see one guy making a pass here and there. You see back here around about the 10th, 11th place spot. That's Nathan Nixon right there along with Daniel. So a lot of guys back here in the back, you know, they're going to go back and forth with each other. Oh, a little bobble right there from Dave. And that's what I'm talking about, a little mistake. And then you're going to see the 30 of Daniel. He's almost made a mistake and gave it back.
I mean, he was looking pretty, I don't know, it was a little choppy there for a second for me, to be honest.
Wreck up front.
Oh, no.
And that took out Cole, Fritz, and Shane. But I'm going to tell you what, I don't know. Let's ride up here in front and see what happened. Cole's right there. Cole's on the back bumper of Jake. See maybe exactly what happens as they come storming off down the front stretch into the turn. I had a feeling they might have just come contact a little bit. Yeah, right there. Caught him. Coming off the turn, they went up into the wall, and you see the 49 there. He tried to dive down the inside. Shane did. And Cole, unfortunately, 24 just know where to go. And then Shane down there at the bottom almost had it cleared. Couldn't quite get it cleared, unfortunately, and then slams the wall hard. Ouch. So just two cars coming together, unfortunately, paid the price. And then look at everybody else. 24 goes up the track. Hold the brakes.
Yeah, yeehaw.
Ooh. Ouch.
That was a doozy. Had a nice little run going on, and coming to pass Jake, and it turned into a big kerfuffle.
Yeah, now my thing is, I was about to say, pit stops. Now at this point, can they make it all the way? You also seen, here's some strategy up front here. Look at this. Shane, Matthew, Christopher, and Elliott. They pitted at lap 87 and 89. So they didn't come down on pit road. Elliott was the first one to come on pit road here. Remember, he was leading coming in. He came in. They pit. Everybody else behind him pitted on 97. So let's see if those new tires, pay dividends for old Shane up there, or for Elliott if he's able to get up there and pass Shane. I don't know. This one could get a little dicey.
I mean, that's a pretty bold move. I mean, not too bold. I mean, it's a gamble. Like I said earlier, you got to gamble a little bit. Like I said, maybe some people coming in a little bit earlier, and then like these guys, these three just moving up front, and maybe cause a little trouble for the guys that have been running in the top 3-4 all day so far.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I mean, now, We go back to that thing, how far can they go on fuel and tires? Now this caution will help them as far as like slowing it down, you know, helping as far as fuel goes, et cetera, et cetera. But if they pitted at lap 87, that means they still going to have to push 62 laps out of it, 63 roughly. Gonna be close. You know, I'm not sure if they can go that. I don't know if they can go that far. We haven't went that far, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple longer runs. I don't know, maybe 30 some laps. It looks like.
Yeah. I think the longest one was 40 some laps. So that was the, and then even with that one, we still had, I think it was, you know, caution in there. So it's a toss up, man. I mean, right now it's kind of unknown of how long they actually can go. I mean, obviously these guys out here have probably tested it in practice and, you know, tried to see what they've got. But, you know, in real world racing, you don't really want to always go off of that. We'll just have to see
right.
what happens here. You know, you always want that best case scenario, you know, in racing. Pace cars in. See what Shane and company's got up front. Oh, the 5 spun the tires there a little bit. And you can see Elliott just gets kind of caught behind that 88 truck. Nothing he can do.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to see if Jake will take a little chance with these two dudes in front of him. But it looks like Elliott gets a nice little break in the gap right there to where he can cut down. I was kind of thinking Jake maybe if he could get those two up in front of him go, and then maybe he could come into the lead and give ruffle Elliott's feathers a little bit.
Don't know what's going on, but we got some trucks down low. Old Fritz involved. Shane's involved in that one. Ouch. Back on the replay. They were dicing it up there in the back a little bit too, so.
Yeah, it was a little gnarly back there.
Yeah, guys back there, I mean, you can see it. A lot of guys on different sets of tires and stuff. See what have you. Yeah, right there, kind of looked like a little had a check up. And the FedEx machine just dropped packages all over the place. And the 24, he's not having a night. He got involved and did it again.
Dropping packages.
Man, nobody's getting anything for Christmas this year.
No way.
Santa Claus didn't got put down.
Ain't coming to town.
One to caution here, and again, this is going to help the guys who just pitted. You know, as far as fuel, as far as you know, anything like that goes. So, you know, if Elliott's thinking about taking it the entire distance and not pitting again, obviously if a caution flies, let's say at lap 120, let's hope it goes green the entire way. But if it does, hey, you come in and pit. You know, you don't stay out. But if it, you know, if it goes green or if a caution comes out with 5 to go, now at that position, I don't really want to be the leader because, man, that's a tough call there. Because if you pit and everybody else stays out, usually it's just gave it up.
Yeah, that would be some bad business. Let's just put it that way. That'd be some bad business.
So we got Christopher hanging out right there in third, Matthew up into second, Elliott out front here in this one, Brandon there. Let's see. Now William caught up in the wreck earlier on. Now he's one of the chase guys. So not the night he's looking for. He's sitting back in 20th. Running very good up front. Like that, you just never know. Chase driver. So right now there's one chase driver in trouble. Eric, remember earlier in the race, got caught up in a wreck, able to bounce back. He's back in the 7th. So, you know, we thought maybe earlier on with that thing is smoking like it was, he was done. But was able to get back out here and run. And you got Jake hanging out, another chase guy there in 6th. Brandon, Elliott up front. There's other chase guys here, so it's still a tight battle. A lot of chase contenders all throughout the front here at top 10.
I mean, I'm kind of excited. Kind of see how this plays out. Hopefully it goes green a little longer than just a couple laps like it did right there. Just kind of want to see it play out a little bit. I'm kind of curious as to how aggressive Jake's going to be sitting back there in 6th, especially with there only being 2 races left after this one.
Yeah.
With Elliott sitting up there nice and pretty up front.
And that's the thing. You know Elliott's fast, and you've seen it all throughout the chase, all throughout the season. And, you know, he's up there, he's leading. Obviously, the leader's got control of the field. You're back here in 5th. You know you got a fast truck, but you got to be careful. You just saw right there how easy it is to get caught up into something. He's got to think about that, too. You know, even though he would love to get up there and run with old Elliott, he's got to think about maximizing the most points here, because there is 2 races to go, like you just said. Time's running out. If Elliott wins here, that's just going to extend that lead a little bit, make it even harder. So, I don't know. Be a tough one.
Yeah, I think
on the Discord. Who was in the Discord earlier? Somebody's typing. Now, I don't advocate for this or anything, guys, so don't do it, all right? But somebody said, I'm going to wreck one of the contenders tonight. I'm like, yeah, okay. No, don't do that.
I was looking at that earlier, too, and I was like, oh.
Wreck up front. Uh-oh. Oh, the lemon came back up the track. Got destroyed, but we saw that one happen. That took out Brandon Bursky. Ah, you got to be kidding me. Brandon, one of the chase drivers, too. So, now, when I say it takes him out, obviously they do have a fast fix here, from my understanding. That's going to help him. He should be able to use that, get back out. Not 100% done. But it's going to make his things a little bit harder. But, yeah, he just got caught up there in front, and you can kind of feel these guys getting a little aggressive up here. Times maybe trying to run out on them a little bit, and who knows.
Ooh, here comes Jake right there. Got up to 3rd real quick.
And he did. That's what Jake wanted to see. Obviously, you don't want to see a caution, but obviously that's what he wants to see. So, Cody said wrecked himself twice. I hear you, man. Well, hey, sometimes it happens. It's a tough track here. I mean, it is a tough track, so.
Right.
You got to give it all fair, love, and war. So, now next week, here we go. Well, let's bring up the schedule here. Next week, we go to Michigan. So, you know, we go from a little smaller track. I was just, you know, it's like it's a little over a mile style track here. I don't think it's not quite a mile and a half, but well, they are saying it is a mile and a half. So hey, okay. It don't look like it is, but you know. But I guess it is. Then we go to the 2-mile track, and then we go to Atlanta to cap this off. So, and you know, that's crazy because they say Atlanta's a 2-mile track. Really? Oh, no, 200 miles. That's laps. No, hang on, man.
No.
Making a save. Nah. This place ain't a mile and a half. This place is like 1.2 or something like that. Now, Michigan's 2 mile.
It looks a little smaller.
Yeah, it's like a 1.2. It's not quite a mile. It might be a mile, but it's a little bit over a mile. And Michigan obviously is a 2-mile track, and then Atlanta's a 1.5-mile track. So we go to a little bit bigger tracks here, you know, to cap off the season and the series. Oh, gonna be good. So we get set to go back green. Have you enjoyed the race so far here? Alex.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed the race so far?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is pretty exciting. It's really cool really neat experience being on this side of it. Getting the chance to be in the broadcast booth with you. I mean, just a great opportunity, and I appreciate it again. It's just neat. I can't really put it any other way. It's cool seeing this, seeing all the stuff you're able to do, and all the stuff we're kind of we can dissect up from here, and it's just cool. And again, I appreciate it, letting me be able to come up here with you.
The biggest thing too is what I like, what I see and what we see and what they see on the side of a driver as opposed to here is, it's a different perspective. So that's what I like looking at. I'll tell you what, not over with yet though here. Rockingham, a good one.
Absolutely, it looks like it. I pulled it up right now. It says it's a 1 mile oval.
Okay. And I wasn't sure about that, and I should know, but like I said, we don't race here very, very often. Not one of the tracks that are, is really, really raced at a lot here. But that's kind of cool. And now, with that said, being a 1 mile, now it does look bigger than what Dover does. And Dover's a 1 mile, so I've always said that about some tracks. Some tracks just look bigger than what they are, smaller than what they are. It's like Auto Club. It's a 2 mile track, but that place looks small, man. Not like Michigan or anything. But either way, we're back green. Elliott's out front, and Jake's right there in second, where Jake wants to be. See if we can't get up there, man, and run down that guy, Elliott. Take that lead away from him.
Yeah, kind of to dive into that Dover and kind of comparison you had going on right there. Dover kind of reminds me, from looking at it, it looks more like a Bristol kind of shape, more of like an equal like how all of it works out. It's pretty equal all the way around for the oval shape, This one looks kind of like a typical like D Speedway. No, you got these guys fighting here for what, third through
It's like
six right there.
4th, 5th, and 6th right here. It's a good little battle. It's actually Gavin, Daniel, Eric Kemp in the middle. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what, that was. Eric's probably sitting there thinking, "Whew, I don't know about all that, guys. Get out of there."
That was risky business right there. I'll tell you that.
Here comes the 5 machine. That's old Ashton right there coming up behind him too. I don't know who that is though. Here comes the Hooter machine. Tell you what, I've always said the guy that invented the Hooters restaurant is a marketing genius. 3 wide down the back stretch, because it means one thing but it stands for another. That's just awesome.
Now that's good business.
That's good marketing right there. Here comes Cole. Cole trying to get back on the lead lap. He's got those newer tires. I caught up in that wreck earlier. Got his fast fix out there trying to get back out on the track. Marshall's hanging out back there in 11th, but it's just it. Now here's the battle that we're really interested. Elliott right now is walking off in the sunset. It looks like Daniel though right now, man, who is a little bit faster than both of them. And I've always said this too here. Elliott right now is out there. Remember we were talking about pit strategies. Can he go the whole entire distance, et cetera, et cetera. He's got time where he can. And right there, boy, I'm going to tell you what, that's not what you wanted to see. As Daniel saw Jake blink in front of him. And then all of a sudden he got out of shape.
Yeah, I mean, he kept it pretty under wraps, though. Good on him for doing that. He didn't give up too much ground, I would say. I mean, he's right there with him still, so good on him to keep that going.
Absolutely. And, I'll tell you another great thing here in iRacing. I know you said you're a little new to iRacing and whatnot. Is just this year they were able to bring out the trifecta here in the Truck Series. For the longest time they only had the Toyota and Chevy, and now they was able to bring in the Ford F-150, which I love Fords. I love the F-150. But it's neat to be able to now have all the manufacturers in the Truck Series, the trifecta there, the Toyota, Chevy, and the Ford now. And you see Daniel was able to make that pass on Jake. I'm just wondering if Jake is maybe saving some here for a later run. Maybe feeling that this might be a long green flag run here.
I wouldn't put that strategy past him, really. I personally think it's a pretty good one. Just got to keep them both kind of right there in the crosshairs. You know, we're too close for missiles, switching to guns, kind of stuff. But no, I don't think that's too bad of a strategy, especially if he thinks this thing will
now,
go.
Daniel, I was just looking here, and obviously this does make a difference, and actually it could make a difference if this goes to a green flag stop. So it's good to look at. Daniel pitted on lap 103. Remember, Elliott then pitted on lap 97. So that's about what, about 5 to 6 laps difference, give or take.
Yeah.
Just to see the difference in times here, there's about a tenth to two tenths difference between them two speed-wise. So that could be something to look at later on. If this goes green and green flag pit stops pan out, do you short pit the guy like Jake where he's sitting at? Do you short pit Elliott and get that advantage, or do you let Elliott pit and then come in afterwards and get the advantage later? I mean, it's going to be a gamble either way, but you can kind of see right here, the difference between maybe a little bit newer tires and a little bit older tires, what the speed difference is.
I mean, he's like you said, he's making up. He's about a tenth or so faster each lap, and that's from what I've been watching. He's been looking at that now. He's about 0.15 hundredths of a second faster a lap, and I mean, he's catching them. He's coming up pretty close to him, and I mean, maybe it's those new tires. Maybe those other two, Elliott and Jake, are kind of waiting, holding off a little bit.
Here, we're looking at that time. You look, it looks about a tenth and a half difference between the two. The problem with that is and I know here, a tenth. Yeah, he can catch him, get on his back bumper, but with only a tenth difference, he's not going to be able to just blow right by him. So catching him and passing is going to be two difference here. Even though he might be fast enough. Now, obviously, if let's say this was Jake up there running and it was the last lap between the two, hey, this track's short enough where you could probably see a bump and run. I don't ever want to see anybody wreck anybody, but there's a big difference between a bump and run and a wreck and run, or something like that.
I mean, do we call a mile track a short track?
Right
like,
now,
are we going to
though, you can see him
classify it?
closing in, though. Daniel's right there. But we'll see if he's going to make that move. And right there, that last time, he was about a tenth faster than old Elliott was. And just to give you an idea, Jake back here is running almost identical times to what Elliott is up front. Now, what he would like to see, Jake would, he'd love to see Daniel get up there, man, harass old Elliott a little bit and let him catch up.
I mean, who wouldn't want to see that coming from the spot Jake's at? I mean, he's still sitting pretty close to him. He's not too far. I don't think it's too
Still
far
there?
out of reach. Yeah, are you there?
I lost your sound, man.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
I see it lighting
Yep.
up, but I don't see no sound.
Hello?
We got the battle on the inside. It's a battle for the lead here, and this is what Jake wants to see because he's going to be able to close in and close fast. The more that they stay side by side with each other. And right now, down the inside, and that's going to open it up. Jake was able to close the gap in just a little bit. Wasn't quite able to get right there on him, but now the battle for position here, points-wise. So, Alex, he's going to come up with a little technical difficulties on his end. Hey, we all have that. I have it. Again, how you look, folks, man? Hey, give a shout out here, Ben Alex. He's new to being in the booth. He came up here as the last kind of minute deal here for him coming up here. Man doesn't even have iRacing, but we made some exceptions there for him. So running top 5 and having nowhere to go twice. Yeah, Fitz, man, I hate it on you in. Hey, it happens. Boy, look at this battle here, though. This could be championship points wise here, and Daniel, and the one thing I like about it too, yeah, there's 2 chase drivers there, but Daniel's like, look guys, I understand you want to win a chase, but I got a fast truck. I want to win the race. And boy, Jake, is he going to hang on to it? Woo! That was a good save. That was a good save. Wow.
Oh, goodness. Joe, you got me?
Get it fixed there, Alex.
Yeah, you got me?
I see it lighting up, but I don't hear any sound.
All
Get it sighted
right.
and unplug it, did you?
No.
I still see it lighting up. No sound. Don't hear it. Up under the settings of Discord, make sure that your mic's working. Test the mic. Make sure you can hear yourself on your mic, man. Uh-oh, Cole Bradley in the back. Oh, Cole again. Slapping the wall. Let's go back and watch what happened. Man, I tell you what, his night's just started out good. It's just turned into, oh, and it looks like he got a full dose of Hooters and hit the wall. Go back up front. Jake, he was out there hanging on to it. Daniel still takes back the lead. Elliott right there in second.
Hey, Joe,
Definitely
you
a
got
good one
me?
so far. We're getting down here to the closing laps.
You got me, Joe?
15 to go. You know, man, these guys start. Now, at this point, I'm going to have to say, there ain't nobody pitting. Elliott's not pitting
Well,
unless there's a caution. And hopefully it goes green. I hope it goes green the whole entire way. Right now, I think Daniel is the man who's got it under control. Look at Jake come firing back. All 8 cylinders, he's right there on him. We got a guy out there pesticiding the track. He's smoking like a weed eater. I don't know who it is, but they're going to come up on
Joe,
him
you
here in a
got me?
minute. That dude needs to get
Got me,
off the
Joe?
track because that thing's just smoking like a freight train. It's dead. Dude, it's dead. I mean, you're dead. You're done.
Joe,
If we can't
hello?
find out who that is, smoking
You got
up
me?
the track out here, making it smell bad. Who in the world that is? The 25 of Brandon. Brandon out here. I think he's just trying to hang on. That truck is just. Well, they don't run off steam, folks. And he's not got a steam engine under it. Right now he's back in 11th. He's just trying to hang on. Go back up here because this battle's heating up for the lead. Daniel now has got Elliott closing in with 11 to go. Daniel's got a little newer tires. Elliott's right there, but Elliott does not want to try to do anything crazy. You see Daniel watch up the track. That's what he wants. Get, and looks like Eric's going to try it. Here you go. Jake's right there. Well, I'd like to see maybe Daniel pull this thing off here. And Elliott tried to push him up the track. Tried to pinch him a little bit. Wasn't clear. I'm going to tell you, at some point here, Elliott's going to have to go, okay, I got Jake on my back bumper. Jake's not going to give up on it. Points matter here more than anything. And you see right there, battle's on, though. Jake's able to take that spot away. Crisscross move. Elliott's there. Daniel's out front. Man, I love it. I love guys who have got competitive trucks that might not be in the chase up front battling with chase drivers. They're not like, look, I'm just not going to get out your way. We're racing. I want the win. Daniel right there, but here comes Jake. Remember earlier, he slid across the track, hanging on to it. We got 8 to go. Closing in on the finals here. Alex is still trying to work on his mics there, folks, but get it all straightened out for him.
You got me, Joe?
As Brandon's down low.
Joe, hello?
Right now, closing
You
in
got
on the
me?
final turns here. Daniel, he has been fighting to stay out front, but he has got a hot and heavy. Now, here's what Elliott would love to see. Jake getting up there. Now, here's the thing. Jake would love to win this race. I know that. I know that morning. Did you get it fixed there, Alex? See if we got it fixed.
Joe, hello?
We're coming up on close. I see it lighting up, but I don't hear anything.
Rats.
That's crazy. Got to be a setting somewhere, man. You got. Keep working on it. We got you covered, man. 6 to go here. Here's the thing. Does Jake take a shot and try? Oh, he's going to look to the outside. He's going to look to the inside. Daniel's not going to give that up that easy. And there's what I'm talking about. You do not want to get up there and beat and bang and then end up losing it. If I'm Jake, if I can't get around that truck of Daniel drove it in the turn there hard. He sees he's got Elliott behind him here. And I think Jake's going to be able to make the pass because Daniel just overdrove the turn. And oh, Daniel drove it down low. I love it right here. Good racing, back and forth. So does Daniel got enough tire, or has he used it all up to get up here and run? Or does Jake got enough now? Whew. Well, I'll tell you what, these guys are grinding. 3 to go here at the Rock Great Lakes Racing Series, Truck Series that is.
Joe, hello?
Justin Benda. Yeah, Justin, man, we're just. Oh, he's up 10th. Well, let's go back here and show you off Justin.
Joe?
There you go. Justin looking good.
You got me?
Nothing wrong with that there, Donaldson. Absolutely.
You got me,
Got
Joe?
a good looking truck. Kept it clean all night long with the Mountain Dew. He's up 10th right now. Let's go back up here to this heated battle, though, as Elliott with low. Daniel's in the wall, and he almost got Elliott. Almost took Elliott out. I'm going to tell you what, that truck, man's all over the place. Daniel right there almost got the man. Was in the points lead. White flag one more time. Won't matter what they do from this point on. They kill each other. One more time for Jake Miller. He comes storming down the backstretch here.
And there we
Final
go.
time.
Joe, you got me, Joe?
You see, Elliott's going to come home here in second. Jake out of turn 4. He's going to win here at Rockingham. Nice run here tonight. Man. And that's going to help his chances in the points here. What a finish to this one. Woo! Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Joe,
If we can't get a word in with some of
Joe?
these guys up here, the top 3 guys, man, I tell you. That was a finish and a half. That was a good last ditch effort race. And old Jake right there. Nice win. Nice win. All right. Let's see. Need to bring up. There's Jake. I need one more, Daniel. Did you get it working, man?
Hey, dude, can you hear me?
No, just lighten up. Not hearing anything.
What the heck?
Try. Go into your settings and go to where it says the audio video and do that. Try that. I'm gonna bring up this guy here, Daniel. Get a word with him. Daniel, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hang on a minute. I'm not hearing Daniel either. What in the world? Hold on a second.
Hey, Daniel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, dude.
Hang on a second, guys.
Joe, you there? I think Joe's having a little technical difficulties going on there. He called you in when I was having technical difficulties, so we're just kind of playing a game of tech tag right now, if I'm being honest. Tell me about what you thought about the race, though. I'm Alex, by the way. Never met you before, but I'm Alex up here with Joe in the booth. What's up?
It was a interesting race, starting from the back, working my way up, eventually taking the lead at the end. It was fun, except for the wrecks, but this was my first race in the
Test.
Up here in the booth.
Hang on a minute, folks. I don't know what in the world happened here.
Joe? Hello, Joe?
I'm here, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'll just keep talking to you. No, I mean, like you said, coming up from the back, we saw you coming. Good stuff for you, man. Really happy for you. Glad I got the opportunity to see that. Even be up here in the booth with Joe up here, who I guess is still having some technical difficulties. But let's.
All right, thank you.
We're trying to figure it out, dude. I got enough for you. I'm sorry. I mean, when he comes back, he's probably got a little bit more for you. I'm just kind of along for the ride, trying this out. And we'll see if hopefully he gets it figured out, because I am like a blind kid in the middle of the night, dude. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have that kind of run. I actually come over from Renegade, so I have a lot of experience racing with these guys already. And sometimes unexpected happens,
Joe, you back? All right, Daniel, let me ask you this. What were your thoughts going?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Joe? Joe? Hello?
Hello.
All right, Daniel, just talk to me, buddy. Tell me what you were thinking.
Well, throughout the race, I was thinking I hope I survived, because there was a lot of wrecks. It was practically avoid the wreck fest for the first half, but then eventually I got cornered with the last guys there, and then coming into the top 5, I was not expecting to be there at all, because I got no practice whatsoever. Well, but coming into the lead there and then finishing third place is really, I take it. It's a win for me.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, we thought you did good. Let me ask you, how long have you been doing this iRacing stuff for?
I've been racing since 2017. I've been racing leads since earlier this year at the start of quarantine.
Well, that's pretty neat, dude. I mean, obviously you like it. Obviously you're still coming up here doing all this, Excuse me, don't want to cough in your ear or nothing. How'd you get into iRacing, really?
How did I get into it? Well, I've been a NASCAR fan pretty much my entire life. I've discovered it before I discovered hockey, which I played in high school and all that. And, well, racing and fast cars have always been part of my passion.
All right, well,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was able to hear y'all now.
Joe, you good?
Yeah, I got a good man here. Sorry about that. I don't know what went on at the side of the there, but I tell you what, old Daniel right there did an outstanding run. Great pit strategy here tonight. There, to pull off and almost pulled this win off up there. It was a great race. Hey, you got anybody you want to thank sponsor wise out there, Daniel?
I gotta thank you guys because first time being here in a while, first time on your guys' live stream, being able to showcase this entire lead and how good they can race at times. And I gotta thank everybody. You know, I wasn't planning on racing today, but Brandon Bacussi said he would like me to race. Well, I raced here, and well, it turned out to be a win-win for me.
Absolutely. Well, tell you what, came home third, almost pulled it off. Been a good run for you there, Daniel.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. That's third place, man. I tell you what, man, that was an awesome run. And like I said, I don't know what in the world happened. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear anything. And I'm like, what in the world? But hey, I'll bring up the second place, man, Elliot here. And hey, I'll let you get a word with him.
Hey, Elliot, you got me in the booth. It's Alex.
I got you.
Hey, what's up, dude? Pretty dominant up front, I'd say. What do you got for me coming off that race?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the second one in a row that we've led the most laps and ended up second to a teammate. But I mean, you know, Jake puts on a great show. He's had a great playoff run. But we did what we needed to do to keep the points lead, I think, between incident bonus points, laps led, and stuff like that. So I think we did what we needed to do. A lot of the other guys had terrible luck, terrible finishes. So that should boost us going into Michigan, and we can make this a 1-2 battle between me and my teammate Jake. But yeah, frustrating to lose after running that many laps in the front. But Jake did what he needed to do at the end to save tires while I was trying to battle Nanny, and then that brought us all three together. And I hope we put on a good show, but I think it just wore my stuff out a little bit too much and gave Jake the upper hand there.
Yeah, so Joe and I were kind of playing, I guess you could say, tech tag up here. We were trying to figure out a little communication issue. What were you thinking going into those last couple laps? Just put me through your mindset. I'm kind of new to this iRacing thing. I'm kind of just trying to get a grasp on it, and I'd love to see it through someone else's eyes, you know?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was, I knew Nanny was on new tires, so I knew I needed to hold him up as much as possible. And then after a while, I just decided I'm going to let him go, and maybe he gets going, and he just breaks away, and I can just stay ahead of Jake that way, just saving tires. But Nanny just didn't drive away from us. I don't know if he used his stuff up to get around both of us and everything. But yeah, the last few laps was just me questioning why Nanny just didn't drive away on fresh tires, because I think he had like 10 lap fresher tires or so. So, I mean, just kind of questioning how we ended up finishing second instead of winning that. But yeah, I mean, the last couple laps are dangerous because, you know, in this league, you get 3 bonus points for having no incidents. I was the only one left in the playoffs with a 0x, so I wanted to make sure that I kept it that way. And Daniel and I endured each other there on the back stretch, and I almost lost it. But we saved it. We kept it going straight, ended up P2. So, yeah, a lot of it's just kind of hoping that you can stay ahead of the guys behind you regardless of what's happening, or try to strategize by letting the guy with faster tires go. But unfortunately, in this case, the guy with faster tires didn't do what I anticipated him doing, which was just driving away. I didn't care if I was first or second. I wanted to maintain a points gap over Jake because I know he's basically my number one competitor here. I mean, we're teammates, but I got to keep as many points above him as I possibly can. Him winning the race and me finishing second was less ideal than him finishing second and me third or something like that. So sucks because I really was hoping that Nanny could stay ahead of us, but you know, Jake just ran a great race there. There was nothing I could really do, or Nanny as well.
You know, that's good stuff, man. I like hearing that, especially from a teammate. Being all about, I mean, regardless of, at least you recognize, for me, the skill of your team. That's a big thing, I think, recognizing the skill of your team and kind of going with that and realizing that, hey, he might be your number one competition, but at the end of the day, you're kind of doing what you got to win. But at the same time, you got to kind of flip flip it and be like, hey, he's my teammate. Like, but no, that's some pretty good stuff, bro. I'm just kind of curious, how long you been in iRacing for?
I've been around it for the better part of 5 or 6 years, I think. I think I've had my subscription since like 2013 or so, but I haven't been active until the last couple of years, really. I really started getting into it about a year or two ago, 2018, 2019, and started running official and stuff. We've taken a break from that for a bit to come run some leagues. I run a couple different leagues between the Xfinity car and the truck, and we're going to try out for Road to Pro again next year. We ran a little bit last season. But yeah, it just takes a lot of practice and repetition. The more you race, the more you understand the tire model, which is kind of the biggest thing now, saving tires and knowing what you need to do to be fast in a long run versus a short run, especially in a league like this where we do get those long runs, especially at the end of races. So, it's all a learning process, and the more track time you put into it, the better you're going to get, as with playing any game,
Absolutely. So let me ask you what your forecast is for the next week's race at Michigan. I'm kind of curious as to what's going through your head. What are you kind of thinking about it?
I think for me, it's really just, again, about maintaining with Jake. My other teammate, Eric, was the highest finishing playoff guy besides Jake or I. I think Barkowski finished 11th, so that hurt him. So, competition-wise, I'm really just worried about where the Ford truck is. As long as we can maintain how we've been running, which is basically 1-2 every week, I feel like. I've got 4 straight second-place finishes now, which is frustrating, but is what it is. If we can just maintain that, it may just be enough to get us through. I don't want to wish bad luck on Jake, and I know he doesn't want to wish it on me, but I know either one of us would like to be able to breathe if one of us had a bad race. But I think we'll be taking it all the way to Atlanta, and we'll have to see who really gets it done there. I think Michigan's just going to kind of be a toss-up, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you answering my questions. Like I said, I'm brand new to this pretty much. Joe, you got anything going for Elliott over here?
Well, it's going to be interesting here the last 2 races of the season to see what him, Jake, and all the other drivers have. It's going to heat up. I'll tell you what, Elliott, outstanding run. Jake looks fast. I'll tell you, it's going to be interesting in Michigan there in the last race.
Yeah, I'm kind of frustrated with how fast he is. I don't have an answer for it. So we're going to definitely try to find a way to stop that. But for now, it's working for us. We're still 1-2 in points, and that's all that matters to me. But I'd love to go back in the championship. We'll just have to see if we can make it work.
Going to be interesting. Like I said, last 2 races. Again, congratulations up on that second place there, Elliott.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring up the winner here tonight. Old Jake, he did an outstanding job here tonight. Jake, you in the booth, got a copy?
Sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, that was a battle. And I said there for a minute, it might be that, it was going to be close. Were you trying to get around Daniel? Was it a call of whether I don't want to win the race or take a chance on wrecking? So what was going through your mind on that battle?
Well, for the most part, for most of that battle, I was sitting in third place behind Elliott and Daniel, and obviously Elliott's my teammate, so I was going to let Elliott do most of the work. And I think the one time he got under him and he got loose or something, so I just said, all right, Elliott, let me take control. And I knew I was faster, but I knew Daniel had fresher tires, and I had to give him the bumper and won, and I think that was like the only way I could have done it.
Awesome race. Again, now, saw you slide down the track there. Did that scare you a little bit?
Oh, yeah, I pooped my pants.
Yeah, we saw it right there, because that definitely could have been a disaster for you. And that's the one thing you don't want to have happen. And that's why we're kind of up there like, okay, what's going to be the deal? Are you going to get up there and run with Daniel, or be content where you are, because obviously good points night and so forth? Because going into the last 2 races, it's going to be tight. What are you feeling about maybe trying to run down with Elliott for that championship?
I think right now, because most of the championship drivers their trucks were totaled tonight, I think it's going to come down to me in the 37 truck. And, well, we're on the same team, but we always race each other with respect. But I think him and I both know that one of us is going to end up winning.
There you go. Well, I tell you what, it was awesome. You was able to win here tonight at Rockingham. You got anybody you want to shout out for it?
Yeah, I want to shout out my Uncle Ron because he was keeping me updated throughout the whole race. And I think he said at one point you guys were picking me to win or something. So thanks.
Well, I mean, you looked fast, and obviously you were out there. And if anybody could have, gave Elliott any kind of challenge, I mean, you looked like you were there. I mean, Daniel just came out. His pit strategy was dead on, and it just came out of the blue. And I like seeing that. I've said it a million times. I know he's not in the title hunt or the pitcher points playoff, but I like other drivers. Don't be scared to race you guys just because y'all are in the points. If they have a fast enough truck to get up there, hey, they got to win too. And I liked how y'all all just was able to race on the end. It was exciting, fun to watch up here, but 2 to go. It's going to be interesting at the end of the stretch here.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be really interesting. I hope it gets really tight and intense.
No doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you, Jake, man, again, congratulations on that win here at Rockingham.
Thank you.
There we go, Jake Miller. Well, I tell you what there, man, what a race here tonight. What a finish just to cap this off. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was exciting those last about 10 laps. Who knew what was going to happen on those last 10 laps? You got any final thoughts on it?
Yeah, honestly, I missed out on the last couple laps because I was trying to figure out our little game of what I called tech tag.
Yeah.
Try to figure all that jazz out, and it just so happened that I couldn't get it figured out before I had a couple laps left to watch and go at it with you. But no, from what I saw, it was pretty exciting. Like we said, we were giving Jake there a lot of praise, and Elliott as well. And I mean, no, it was awesome. It was a super interesting race. A lot of extracurriculars, I'll put it. A lot of extracurriculars, and it's just a great experience. Cool to see everything. What about you?
Well, we got 2 to go here at the Great Lakes Truck Series, and that's going to cap it off for the season. We're going to crown a champ here, but we're going to leave Rockingham here tonight. What an interesting race, and what a great one here for myself and everybody here at the Great Lakes. Everyone have a good night. All right, mic's off.